everybody, it's your boy Jack here, and today in this video I want to welcome you to the final unboxing of the Comic of the Month Club subscription box. As I said before in my previous video for this box, this is going to be my final, I've decided to cancel the Comic of the Month Club subscription box for a multitude of reasons, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, also, I would normally in this video leave pricing and information down below, but unfortunately Comic of the Month Club has decided to also end their subscription box service, which is unfortunate. But yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, subscription boxes as an industry is a hard industry to get into and survive. Besides that though, let me tell you why I've decided to leave this box and everything, and also why I think this box didn't do as well as this as a subscription box. So let's dive into it. So firstly, when it comes to Comic of the Month Club, I feel like, for me personally as a customer, I felt like getting comics every month, getting 10 comics can be a bit overwhelming and everything, and I felt like the biggest problems I had was some of the comics didn't come in the best conditions, and the packaging was very much inconsistent. I didn't like that because I felt like having inconsistent packaging, especially with those little flaps being untaped and everything, it did really bug me. And sometimes even the comics did not come in the best condition. I think by having consistent consistent packaging and a consistent condition and standard for your comics, it is what can, having consistency can help build your reputation. I also, when it comes to this subscription box, I felt like Comic of the Month Club really failed. When it comes to Comic of the Month Club, I feel like it failed to really create a community and everything. Although on YouTube, a lot of people were doing a lot of unboxings and everything for this box, which was one of the main reasons why this box caught my attention. They never really tried to have a community, an advertiser community for people to go to, and I just felt like by having a Facebook group, by advertising it and trying to bring people into their Facebook group and telling people every month on their newsletter, come join our Facebook group and everything, could have really helped them. An example of this, from another company would be the Bandbox. The Bandbox is an amazing Facebook group, and it really has great customer service and everything because of that. That's one of the main reasons why I love the Bandbox, and I'm continuing to order them whenever I feel like the themes are right. I think community is huge, especially with these subscription boxes, because I feel like with the Bandbox, I feel a bit more loyal to them because of the themes, because of the community and everything, and because of the great customer service that they've provided. Also, another example I could say when it comes to community would be Comic Boxer. Although Stadium Comics, who runs the box, has their own YouTube channel where they talk about and give hints about different comics that could potentially be in this box, and in Comic Boxer's box, and I think that's what's really great about them, because they're giving those hints and stuff. And I feel that if Comic of the Month Club created a bigger community and really advertised to that and everything, and was really a lot more honest and was okay with communicating and stuff, I think that would have really helped Comic of the Month Club sort of thrive and survive. I think the other thing that I feel when it comes to this subscription box that it could have really done well, and I think would have really helped keep people staying on this box, staying with this box, would have been variants and exclusives. It's something that Comic Boxer, another subscription box I unboxed on this channel, does. By giving variants and exclusive covers in either a random amount of boxes or even in every single box or whatever, it helps continue to keep people interested. By having something exclusive to that month's box, people would want to order it. And I think that that if they did that and everything, it would have really helped their company move forward and gathered interest. Unfortunately, they didn't do anything they didn't really do anything like that, and I am sad to see it go, because it was one of the first subscription boxes I unboxed on this channel, but about a year ago. But it is what it is. I do wish the people at Comic of the Month Club well and everything, and yeah, that's all I can really say. So let's unbox this final box. So let's cut the tape here. When you open up the box, you got the newsletter, which we'll read, and the bubble wrap sleeve of comics. So looking at August's newsletter and everything, some of their improvements for this month is getting over, or some of their improvements from last month and everything was getting a bunch of long boxes of comics, just in order to provide for the subscription box, and they opened up their Video Game of the Month Club subscription box. Their improvements for next month include organizing a huge amount of, and their improvements for next month, which would be this month in September, would be just simplifying their preference list and everything. So yeah, that's their newsletter for this month. Let's dive into the comics. So the first comic that we have here is this one, Boom. Ooh, it looks like a simply drawn cover. It's not too shabby, all that kind of stuff. This is Drain Force, or yeah, I think Drain Force. It's priced at $250 Canadian, $195 US, issue number 9. Never heard of this comic before. Wouldn't say I love the art style and everything. And it is called, it's from Ariel Comics. Ariel? Like, yeah. When it comes to like recommendations, personally I feel like this comic and everything wouldn't necessarily fit into my recommendations. Just an honest opinion. But the flap is taped down. The next comic here, comic number 2, is this one. It is Lord of the Jungle. It's from Dynamite Comics, I believe. Yeah, and it's issue number 6. I believe I got a comic, the Lord of the Jungle comic last month as well. It's priced at $3.99 US. To be honest, once again, not really in my preferences, so I don't know what's up, but yeah, it's okay, it's interesting. Next up here, comic number 3. Spawn comic? What is it? What's up? I'm trying to decode everything. Let's take a look. No, it is a Sage comic. It is the Legend of Sage. I believe it's from Chaos on the Edge Comics. It's issue number 3 of 4, coming out in October 2001. Priced at $2.99 US, $4.66 Canadian. Interesting cover, lots of brown, so it looks sort of muddy, but like, it's okay. Never heard of this comic, getting all these indie comics in here. So yeah, not necessarily loving that just because I don't feel it fits my preferences. And like, to be honest too, like, just like this, it's not like this doesn't just fit my preferences, it also doesn't, like, I'm fine with getting like a couple, like one random comic and stuff just as a recommendation, but getting 3, it's like, it's pushing it a bit. Just my honest opinion though. Next up here, this is an IDW comic. Let's take a look. It's a bit more of a thicker comic. It is Judge Dredd. I know they made a movie about this, but it is issue number 2, priced at $3.99. It's cover number B, and it's from IDW Publishing. This I'm actually okay with. I like IDW Publishing, not too bad. Like, I think they're, I'm sort of like meh, it depends on the series for me. So yeah, definitely another one that I wouldn't say is in my preferences. So yeah, but yeah, I'd be interested to read this, so knowing of like the previous origins of this character. The next comic we have here is this one. Ooh, finally one that's sort of in my preferences. This is Elektra. This is, I believe, from the Marvel Knights line, which is like the 90s. interested in like two halves of a cover kind of thing. Or no, this isn't from the Marvel Knights, but this is the Flashback Elektra. It's from Marvel Comics Group. It is issue number 1, coming out in July. It's priced at $195 US, $275 Canadian. Cool cover. I like it. I like that like retroness of it, and yeah, and it's in my preferences, so I appreciate that. The next comic we have here is this one. Ooh, it looks like another Elektra comic. You got the lady in red there with that big gun and everything that she looks like she just fired and everything. Let's take a look at the cover. This is the Elektra Assassin. It's by Epic Comics. It's priced at $186. It came out in August 1986. You got this sort of like painted cover and everything. I actually like it. It's sort of like Picasso-y, like got that watercolor type vibe going. Priced at $1.50 US, $1.95 Canadian. It is number 1 in an 8-issue limited series. So yeah, once again, the little flap isn't taped down. Just an opinion. Don't mean to come off as petty, but like knowing that this box was ending and stuff, just gonna be a bit more petty. So yeah. The next one's another Elektra. It's Elektra Assassin. Let's take a look at this cover. Another one of those painted covers. It's issue number 3 in an 8-issue limited series. It's part of the same series as the previous issue. It came out in October 1986, priced at $1.50 US, $1.75 Canadian. And this says this like little sign here says Shield Recon Squad Local 317 Annual Safari and Death Hunt. Here's another look at the cover, getting those artistic vibes and everything. Her sort of standing there and stuff, sort of looking like half dead and stuff, but I really do like those like the painted vibes of the cover and stuff, and like I like that because it's just different, and like I support that. The next comic here is this one. Boom. Ooh, it's a Hawkman comic. Down for a Hawkman comic. I actually don't mind Hawkman. You got Hawkman here. Interesting cover. Like the gold that he has with the blue background and stuff. Support that. Let's take a look at it. So this is the Manhawk Massacre. It's the Hawkman issue number 41 and came out in August, and I believe it's issue number 5. It's priced at $2.50 US, $3.50 Canadian, and you got these like gargoyle people coming at him and his buddy right there. So yeah, like this cover, in my preferences, support it. So yeah. The next comic we have here is this one. Ooh, another Hawkman comic. Down for this. I think Hawkman's an interesting character, being like half Hawk, half man, all that kind of stuff. And everything. It's starting to be interesting, like exploring his relationship and everything, and like his origin and stuff. So happy I got it. This is Hawkman, the New York Nightmare. So this is Hawkman, the New York Night Massacre. It is issue number 33, came out December. Issue number 4, starring the Monolith, which I'm guessing is this guy right here. You got Hawkman and Hawkgirl on there representing, and I support that. Price at $2.50 US, $3.85 Canadian, not $3.86, just $3.85. So yeah, I like this cover. I like their outfits and everything. Like I like how they sort of let them shine and everything, and then artwork kind of thing. So yeah, awesome. Lastly, our third from last comic. We got 2 more after this. It's this one. Ooh, we got another Hawkman comic. We got like some Elektra and some Hawkman. We got another Hawkman comic from DC Comics, obviously. Let's take a look at this cover in a bit more detail. Boom. So we got Hawkman, we even got Hawkgirl on here with the slogan, "This means Ran Thragar Thanagar War." This is issue number 7, came out in February 06, came out in February of 06, and it's priced at $250 US, $350 Canadian. Not that $385 stuff, just a $350, which is cool. Do like the interesting color choices of this with the like white and like sort of coppery orange like aesthetic and stuff, like just that sort of 3 color palette. Interesting, never seen that before on like a cover, I don't think, but I like it. So yeah, gotta like that like cover judgment and stuff. So yeah, lastly but not least, we got our final 2 comics here. Wonder if they're gonna be Hawkman, who knows. So let's dive into our second last cover. This one here. Is this the Inhumans versus X-Men comics? What? That is awesome. Oh yeah, it is. It is the Inhumans versus X-Men variant edition cover, issue number 0 from Marvel Comics. This is priced at $4.99 US, rated T plus 14 and everything. That's an awesome cover. You got like Lockjaw on there and stuff versus this little like weasel, like flying weasel thing. That's really cool. Support that, like that, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, really cool, awesome. And like, to be honest too, like it actually sort of seems like an interesting fight. Like I would sort of want this to happen in like the MCU in a way whenever they bring in the X-Men, but like low-key it's never gonna happen because of the fact that the Inhumans got like effed the F over with their like really bad ABC series. I'm gonna throw some shade there. Lastly but not least, our final comic from Comic of the Month Club, and it's this one, and it's the Inhumans versus the X-Men. Got Black Bolt on there. It looks like Cyclops there too, I think. Love that like red and blue kind of like aesthetic of like the verses of it, where like it sort of has that imaginary line. But yeah, Inhumans versus X-Men is our final comic from this box. And I think it's the same comic, ironically. This is the Inhumans vs. X-Men Marvel comic from like issue number 0. It is another variant edition. It's priced at $4.99 US, rated T plus 14. And to be TBH, like, I'm not going to throw shade or anything, be petty, all that kind of stuff about it. To be honest, both 2 variant editions and stuff, don't know how much they go like selling and stuff, but like it is sort of cool to have 2 variant editions of the same comic. But probably gonna like not read this cover and just sort of like seal it and like keep all of its secrets in there. Probably gonna read this because I like this cover a bit more. But yeah, like sort of weird like that. You get a variant edition of 2 different comics, but that's okay. To be honest, when it comes to the Inhumans versus X-Men, seems pretty interesting. So yeah, those are all the comics in the final Comic of the Month Club subscription box. And I'm sad to see them go and everything, but to be honest, I think in a business perspective, I think when it comes to companies and products and everything, you really need to think about how to evolve your product or evolve your company in order to really get the best value for your customers and like get the best value for the company overall. And I think that's what Comic Boxer did or Comic of the Month Club failed to do, is really evolve and like understand and sort of look at the other subscription boxes that are similar to them and see how they could sort of thrive and everything. So yeah, I am sad to see them go. Bye, Comic of the Month Club. I wish you all well. And when it comes to me being petty about these comics, it's just sort of my honest opinion and everything about this box and everything. So yeah, Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jack Skinner. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that post notifications if that is something that you are into. But besides that, thank you so much for watching the final unboxing, and let me know what comics that you would want to read, / if you have read any of these comics, let me know your thoughts down below. So yeah, besides that, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jack Skinner. You guys have a good night, and bye!